Hello and welcome to this new tutorial of robotics, where you are going to master the Arduino board and its equipments, and more importantly, you will gain skills that will help you to build more than 1,000 of projects and even solve problems in your community. For those who have not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe, and let's continue. Now let's dive into our first lesson.
Lesson 1. What is an Arduino?
An Arduino is a microcontroller which is being used to control many equipments as possible. So is it that we input, store and execute our code which is needed to manipulate different equipments. So just take the Arduino like a brain. I'm using my brain to control my hand, control my whole body, control my mouth movement. So that's kind of what the Arduino do. Through the code which you input into the Arduino, you'll be able to control an equipment which you connect to it. You'll be able to control any equipment which you connect to the Arduino, which is just like a brain. That being said, now let's look at the different parts of an Arduino. So the Arduino is made up of 5 key parts. So the first, which I'm going to introduce to you guys, is
the connecting port.
The connecting port, or we can also call it the USB port. So it's through this connecting port that you can send your code into the Arduino, and it's that code that will be executed and control the different equipments which you connect to it. And we also have
the power port.
The power port. This is a power port which is used to power the Arduino. When you are no more using the USB port and you have connected equipment you want to power the Arduino, we use the power port. The next is
the digital pins.
The digital pins. These are the digital pins. All this row is made up of digital pins. The digital pins is where you can connect equipments like buttons, LED, and you can control them using the Arduino. Down here we have wait. Before we continue, let me interrupt just for some seconds. Robotics with Manfred is actually a YouTube channel that helps impact youth and teach them robotic skills. And we teach them how to use these robotic skills to solve problems in their community. So by subscribing, you help grow our community and you also gain skills. More importantly, we give monthly motivations on this channel. So stay tuned, subscribe and share.
The analog pin.
The analog pins. The analog pins is where you can connect analog stuff like potentiometers, and we have some other pins which is used to connect equipments and power them too, like the ground, which is the negative part of the negative, and the 5 volt, also the 3 volt, which is also the positive. So you can use them to connect different equipment. And more importantly, what actually makes the Arduino very interesting and very powerful is
the microcontroller chip.
This chip, which is called the microcontroller. This chip called the microcontroller. So the microcontroller, is it that executes the code? Is it that is actually the brain of this whole board, the Arduino? Execute the code, send the commands to each pin, that this pin, maybe the LED is connected, this pin on this LED at this time, off this LED at that time. So is it that is in charge of executing the code and making everything run smoothly. Wow, you have just completed your first lesson in your journey of becoming a robotic engineer. To continue, click this video that you see on the screen to learn how to code an Arduino and write your first codes. Let's go.
Thanks for watching and see you in our next video.